And so you talk about, now that you've been through the process of applying to all these schools, what have you learned? What would you do differently?
I probably would have started the process earlier, just because I waited till last second for a lot of my applications. Um, I think probably should have applied to less schools, because I applied to a lot of schools I knew I wasn't going to go to anyways, just kind of like for fun. But I would apply to less schools, and then I would have done it earlier, just because it's a lot of stress. Waiting till like November, where like you have like scholarships going on. School also first trimester counts for your grades. College, you're gonna see that. So I would have started everything much earlier than I did.
Yeah. Essay writing too?
Yeah,
Yeah.
essay writing. I was really procrastinated on a lot of that stuff.
Good. Okay, what about applying early versus applying regular?
I think early decision, like only do that if you like really want to, but early action versus just like regular, I would have tried to do early action for everything, just so I would get it out of the way. Because in early action you'll have to commit there, so I'd rather just have the last part of the year be really relaxed, really stress free. I can focus on my SRP rather than worrying about like, oh, I forgot to apply to this school. Like this year I was gonna apply to Hawaii just for fun regular, but I just forgot about it because I like was stressed out with like everything else. So I would have done that earlier in hindsight. Yeah.
Okay, and 12, how did you find your senior project?
So I think the most important thing when you do a senior project is probably doing something you're passionate about. So I found computer science because like that's what I want to major in. It just happened to be lucky that Mr. Frazee was doing that. He could be my mentor because I had him as a math teacher in 7th grade. But I think my secondary option was music. I remember telling you that, like the thing. I think if I couldn't have done those two things, I probably wouldn't have done an SRP, just because like I think it's super important that you're doing something you're passionate about, because then that way, I mean, it's easier to do the actual SRP. Yeah, so I would say like look for what you're passionate about first, and if you can't find what you're passionate about or can't make it happen, like I wouldn't worry about doing the SRP. Maybe like get a job that you're passionate about, or yeah, the biggest thing is just get something you're actually interested in.
Good, I agree with that.